And so I know there's a lot of different things we've jumped around in, but if we're saying, okay, for the typical person, I'm 35, about to be 35 years old, right? If we're going through and we're saying the science, as far as sleep to waking up to the stresses to put my body through, the type of stuff to eat, the fasting, how often to do all of it, what is a typical, as far as the science says, what would a typical good day look like as far as the stress we put our bodies through, the stuff that we eat, how often we eat, does it matter when we eat, and then also how much sleep we should have, and if there is a time of when we should go to bed, we should not go to bed, or if none of that actually matters?
It all matters. But again, don't be so strict on yourself, because you'll stress about not sleeping. That can backfire. Well, let's see. Let's start with a typical day for me. Get up, shower. I'll have a cup of tea or coffee. A little bit of milk doesn't hurt. Bit of stevia certainly doesn't hurt. I will most days have a little spoonfuls of yogurt, probably a Greek yogurt or one I make myself. And I sprinkle in about a gram of resveratrol. This is the molecule in red wine that we discovered activates the sirtuins, going back to 2003 now. But if anyone hears that red wine is good for your slowing your aging, that's our lab. So I do that. I've been doing that for a long time. Yeah. Actually, when we published that in Nature back then, red wine sales went up 30% and have stayed up. So you're welcome, red wine industry. So I do that, and then I go hungry. I'm not hungry. I fast probably until late afternoon or go all the way to dinner. During the day, I'll try to stand up. I'll go on a walk. I'll go to the gym maybe once every 3 days, lift some weights, run on a treadmill for 5-10 minutes. And that's a good day for me. When it comes to the night, it's very important to dim the lights. You and I are looking into the screen all day. I've got lights here on my face. That's really bad, this blue light in particular. And so I dim that at night automatically on my phone or my computer. There's a piece of software called f.lux, which is great for computing. I wear those yellow glasses to block out the blue light if I watch TV. And I try not to do a lot of computing after 10 o'clock at night, though it's difficult, right? We're all on our phones. And then I try to get to sleep. Then, I practice breathing and try to calm down, because I'm going at 200 miles an hour every day. And I try to get a good night's sleep every night if I can. I typically do. I know if I do because I've got this Aura ring on. And that's a good day. So why do all that? Well, hormesis and even the sleep-wake cycle, it's important that I take my NMN, which is the NAD booster. This is part of my breakfast. That's the NAD boosting molecule, which we're testing in clinical trials right now. Any of my colleagues who say, I'm just experimenting, no, we have clinical data at this point. It's not a medicine yet, but hopefully it will be. So there's Resveratrol. That's in the morning. So I feel this boost, and it sustains through the day. But then at night, I need to come down. The NAD levels would come down by then, and I get a good night's sleep, which is important. We know that cycle, the sleep-wake cycle, we call it the circadian rhythm, is intimately connected with longevity. If you mess up sleep in an animal, within a few weeks, it's got type 2 diabetes, and it'll age more rapidly. Conversely, as you get older, your sleep-wake cycle will get messed up. How many people have a grandparent who doesn't sleep well? That's in part because this NAD cycle that we have during our day naturally gets flatter, and you don't feel as tired, and you wake up in the middle of the night. Long way of saying, get exercise, skip a few meals, one a day, don't eat a lot of snacks, and get a good night's rest.